Welcome to another episode of Sesh with the Sesh. We in here getting real vibey, real stony. We'll let everybody come and tap in. If you're listening to this live, I want you to marinate for the next 20 seconds because just know I'm about to smoke a little something. If you watching this, listening to this on your lunch break, just know I pray you had a good day. Fuck that boss, fuck what they talking about. You only gonna be there temporary. Pray you got one rolled up. Today we gonna talk about why you should never simp. You know how they got No Nut November? We gonna do No Simp November. We gonna do No Simp April, No Simp May. So you know some homies, some of your dogs that be simping. If you see one of your brothers, one of your homies out here simping, I need you to send this podcast to them, send this episode to them, tag them in this video, comment their name in the comments. I got 5 tips right now why you never need to simp. You do not need to simp, and I'm going to tell you how you fucking the game up. This is an important video that you need to watch. You need to stay tuned to the whole thing. Like the video, drop in the comments your favorite style of videos that I'm making or a video that you want from the kid. You feel me? We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna dive right into this. You said it's gonna be a tough podcast. Let's go. I appreciate all y'all support, man. Y'all been going crazy. I got 5,000 total streams on the podcast, so that's amazing to me. All right, no time wasted. I need y'all to like the video if you agree with what we talking about. Here we go. First things first, bro. You gotta know something. No woman wants a man who puts all of his happiness in the lady. I'm gonna put you on the game again. I don't give a fuck how cool you knew the girl, how long you knew her for, how bad she is, how cool you think you are. Most women don't want dudes who put all their happiness in a woman. Meaning, you're only happy if she's around. You only happy if she's in a certain mood. You only happy if that's not a masculine trait and it's not a leadership type of trait. You feel me? So a lot of dudes, you gotta realize, I want you to look around and look, even myself, bro, I used to do this dumb shit. You gotta realize that you gotta be your own individual. You have to be good first, so that way you can lead shorty. You see what I'm saying? If you are putting all your happiness in a girl, that means you're not gonna be happy if she's not around. So you telling me if she act a certain way, she can control your mind. She gonna control how you act, how you behave. Guess what that means? That means she controls you. So all y'all out there that's simping, y'all crying over chasing after girls every day, you sending them these sweet nothings every day, all day, when they're really just regular, you gotta realize, bro, she gonna leave you because no woman really, well, not no, but most women don't really want a dude who puts all of his happiness in her. Okay? So that's the first tip. The first thing we gotta know, simping is gonna get you absolutely nowhere. Trust me, because as I get deeper into these tips, bro, y'all gonna be like, damn, a lot of the shit he's saying makes sense or it hits home. And if you do agree with what I'm saying, I want y'all to you can feel free to email me if you're listening to this on the playback, but if you're watching this live, feel free to drop a comment. The next thing you're gonna need to know is this. I know a lot of people have words, but what I want you to do is I want you to look at who gets the most bumps. Whoever gets the most cheeks, that's who you want to be a role model of. That's who you want to study. So there's a reason that in every movie, the nice guy finishes last, doesn't he? There's a saying, nice guys finish last, doesn't he? Don't they? So what I'm telling you is, if you want to be overly nice all the time, you're not going to catch the dub, bro. You listening to a nigga that's used to always be nice. You dig what I'm saying? I done watched it happen to my pop. You cannot be overly nice, bro. It's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Okay, so she said Kelly says she appreciates men for being men. We appreciate you right back. But what I'm telling you is, bro, you have to look at who gets the most cheeks. Stop listening to these Think Like a Man's and all these books and Tyler Perry shit. That's not going to get you what you need. You got to look at who gets the most buns. And because this is going to blow your mind. If you haven't heard this before, if you haven't thought about this, think about this. So a lot of girls are going to come to you in the comments on Instagram, on Facebook, on even YouTube, TikTok, wherever, right? And they're going to tell you, Oh my God, I want this. I want a guy who does this. I want a guy who listens. He's tall. He's charming. He got money. He can hold door for me. Put his jacket on the rain so I can walk over it. All of this shit, a big list of shit. You gotta be loyal. Never want another girl for the next 80 years. You gotta become wealthy. All of this shit they want. Guess what? While she's making you take her on dates, while she's making you go above and beyond, spend a bunch of money, write her poems, you gotta do all this shit. Guess what's happening? Jamal is smashing, bro. He's not paying nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is there's nothing wrong with taking girls on dates, but understand this shit is a part of the game. If she's concerned with material things or making you go through leaps and hoops to do some shit, you gotta look at her body, bro. Guess what? She's not just celibate, just out here. Somebody's beating. And the craziest thing is y'all are being blinded by buns. And you're not even realizing that she already got kids by somebody. Somebody already shot the club up. So she already has kids, but she making you wait. See how that sounds? She telling you to go write her poems, buy her flowers, get her gifts, take her to trips, travel, dates, all this shit she's telling you to do, you being a simp. Meanwhile, somebody else didn't do any of that and they beat. They already have kids with her. They didn't already. You know the nigga that she complains about on Instagram? The dude she's complaining about in them stories? All that? You see what I'm saying? The dude that she keeps complaining about in the stories on Instagram, he didn't do none of that. He didn't have to because she didn't want that from him. Girls like secretly and innately, I'm doing a video on it, psychologically they like the guy that gives them mysterious vibes. They like the uncertainty. It riles them up. And I got a Northwestern University, Florida State University, NIH, they all did studies on this. I got videos. Well, I showed you on the video before, but I'll do a video on it again. If I'm lying, I'm flying and my feet ain't left the ground. So while you listening to all the shit she's telling you she wants, these sweet nothings you got to do and everything that the books are telling her, what they call it? Real Housewives and all these shows telling y'all to do, it's going to get you nowhere, bro. It's not going to get you where you think. You going to spend all your money. You will go broke chasing women. So while you simping and crying back to her and chasing after girls who blatantly to your face told you they don't like you. Shorty broke up with you and told you she did not like you. She got somebody else. So she just feels like she could do better on her own. You will hear what her words and then you're going to go back to her. She told you she don't like you. Then moved on. She's texting everybody else, DMing everybody else, and making Instagram posts about the shit that you already do, and you don't even realize it. You already do this shit. So if you already do it and she's not looking at you, that means she don't think of you in that light. That means she don't think of you in that light. And they're not going to tell you the truth, bro. The same way you should probably never tell them the whole 100% truth because they can't handle it. She's not going to tell you the truth. That a bunch of dudes that are undesirable DM her every day. And this goes to the next point. You got to realize that if she's telling you you have to wait for sex, but she already has kids, there's a disconnect. If she's telling you to wait for sex, but she's on Instagram complaining about another nigga, there's a disconnect. So in the movies, who gets the most buns? The bad guy, the bad boy, the nigga with the biker jacket that does the rebellious shit. He gets the most buns each and every time, every movie, every show, every song. Listen, prime example, don't listen to me. Listen to rap. Who gets the most buns? Rappers and athletes. Listen to the shit these niggas say in these songs. From the window to the wall, talking about fucking girls' friends, how she a thought, calling them all kinds of names, all this shit. And girls sing the songs. They sing the songs, bro. Go to the club. Don't listen to me. Go to the bar tonight, tomorrow, this weekend. Listen to the songs they play. And then go watch how the girls sing. Know every word of it. Know every word of this shit. Every word, every ad-lib. They know the girls that these rappers date because they like that shit. They gonna tell you that they don't. But if let Future fly into town. Let Moneybagg Yo fly into town. Let Drake fly into town. I would never, yada. For sure. For sure. So they telling you a bunch of shit that they don't want, but look at their actions. So stop listening to words, start looking at actions. Now, this is another thing you got to realize this too. If you always free, that's a form of simping, bro. You should not always be free. Every time shorty call you, you should not be available. You should not. So every time she calls you, you should not always be available, bro. You should not. You feel what I'm talking about? You're not supposed to always be available to come solve her problem right then and there. You're not always supposed to be available to come vent to every fucking 5 seconds. You're not supposed to always be available. Do you want to know why? Let me tell you another reason. Because while you giving all this time so she can toss these word salad into your life and tell you about how stressful her job is and all this other shit you didn't ask for, it's cool. But while you absorbing that, you're paying her an attention and you're not getting any buns because somebody else is beating you. So you listening to all these stories, you listening to all this shit she got going on in her life, you playing a therapist, you really out here fixing shit, but you're not beating. Because you got to go take her to Tulum and you got to go buy her things and compete with Instagram. You see what I'm saying? So if you keep simping and you keep showing that you'll give into that, if they know right off top you'll buy something, you're going to do it for the rest of the relationship. If she can convince you the first day to go buy her bag a gift, you ain't never met her in real life. First time you meet her, she wants you to get her a gift. She wants you to get her some material item. That's telling you all you need to know. But a lot of y'all be so pressed for pussy that you think it's scarce. You think it doesn't come around. So that's why I'm telling you, one thing you can do is stop being free all the time. Even if you are free, get busy. Go get a meeting, go to the gym, go exercise, go read something, get more value. Because look, there's no rarity in always being free. If you always around, you're not rare. You here every day, you always around. She can see you anytime. Oh, she can talk bad about you, post some shit on the internet and still come to you and talk about shit. You will always be there. You will always be around, so you're going to be the friend. You the homie. You always around. Oh, that's not my friend. My friend John's always there for me. Well, John's there for you all the time because he's a simp, but he's not getting no other girl. So he waits on you to have terrible behavior and just sticks around in hopes that one day he can beat. See? Don't be John. And you cannot be a yes man. You gotta be the one that initiates shit. You dig what I'm saying? She's supposed to know what you stand for right off top. So, prime example with me, a lot of girls see my content. You see what I'm saying? So they see my content. So they may not agree with all of the shit, but at least since they see it, they like, oh, okay, this is how he think. This is what he on. You see what I'm saying? Okay, he's on this. Oh, he talking about having 2 wives. Damn, okay, what type of shit is he on? Now the shit, look at Kevin Samuels, look at Andrew Tate, look at Rollo Tomasi, look at Fresh and Fit, look at what you call them? What's the other dudes? MTR. There's so many different people who are in this space, right? But the people who get the most buns speak up and stand on what they believe in. You get what I'm saying? It's a feminine trait to be weak and let women control you, bro, and tell you how to think, and you always free, and you happy wife, happy life. No, sir. No, sirski. That ain't how this shit go. You're mistaken, brother. Next. This one right here is a crucial one, and I'm telling you, all of these steps and these amazing tips, once we add these together and you do all these things, your life's gonna change, bro. I'm doing excellent in these streets, you know what I'm saying? I just live in this room right here. You see this green room that's been here? I've been running up checks, running up numbers on social media, but I'm still getting an increase of buns, a surplus of buns, because I'm paying attention to focus. And this next step is a key that everybody has to take into account, because it's going to weigh you down. And it is, when you simp, right? Pay attention to this. The internet is an amazing invention, but for young women, it's ruined their thinking, and it's your fault. All the men, it's your fault. I got to tell you why, because all the simps, what it's doing is, when you keep DMing these girls that are 5s and 6s and they have a good day where they look cute that day, maybe how they took the picture on a certain angle, how they did what they did. When you do that shit, you're making the 5s and 6s think that they're Beyonce, because you keep sending them fire. You keep sending them the emojis. You keep DMing them every day, telling them how good they look and how cool, and you'll fly them out. And the reason that this is bad is because it's not a bunch of desirable dudes doing it. It's not a bunch of dudes that girls want in their DMs, being like, oh, you're the best thing since sliced bread, and you dig what I'm saying, putting them on a pedestal, when they're really just like, they're having a good day. They're having a good day, but the more you run to them and write them poems and shit and be Hamlet, that's going to put you in a bad position, because it inflates their ego and makes it harder on the rest of us. A rich dude has less sexual attraction than an average woman. An average woman can have sex with anybody, and she has more options for intercourse. That is, you dig what I'm saying? So you you're the problem when you do this simping. When you go into her DMs every day and you writing these sweet nothings and these long poems and you not telling her about this terrible behavior and shit, you're part of the problem. And it's showing weakness. That's why all them girls that you DM all the time, they don't give you any tail, because you're the homie. You're a friend. And they get paid in attention. Always remember that shit. Women get paid in attention. So the longer you can sit there and absorb these stories and hear about all this shit in their work and their job and their friends, and oh my god, I just can't believe my friend. All of that stuff that has no merit in actual life, if you keep inheriting that, you're gonna be the friend. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have no fun, you're gonna be the friend. She said this girl doesn't have Instagram 33. Okay, hell yeah. Good shit, Kelly. And yeah, so just for everybody listening to this on the podcast, just remember, if you are doing this simping, it's important that you get around some good friends that'll roast you, that'll bring it up. Like, stop crying over that girl, you know what I mean? You got to get around some homies that have tough skin, that can roast you for, for behavior like this. So, the last step, the last tip that I have for y'all that I think will help you in this no simp April, this no simp May, you gotta cut it out. And what it's gonna do is, you got to become the best you. You have to become the man that other men admire. Okay, so this is one thing I had to realize. I'm reading in a lot of books, especially in the it says The Way of the, what's the name of that book? The book by David Deida, whatever. The Way of the Superior Man. It talks about and Jim Rohn speaks about it. You have to become the best you. You have to become the man that other men admire. Don't become the dude that she's telling you to be. Don't become him. She's making you into a friend. You got to become the dude who gets the most girls. Look at who, look at who's getting the most results. Don't listen to a bunch of single women tell you about what they want, because that's not what they want. That's why they're in that position. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm not here to be right. I'm just here to make you think. You got to think about who gets the best results. If you are allowing a girl who already has kids from another dude to tell you she's going to make you wait, think about what you're doing, bro. If you focus on becoming a better you, you're going to get more women. If you get more value, every dude in the NBA has a baddie. JJ Barea is 5 foot. He's married to Miss Puerto Rico. Sam Cassell has a wife. Tyrone Hill has a wife. All the Fortune 500, all the Fortune 1000, all the Fortune 2000, these dudes get girls. And they're just nerds. So I'm not telling you to listen to me. I'm telling you to go observe what is getting done. Go observe. Observe what is happening. You listening to a bunch of people on the internet who don't have no man, and they giving you relationship advice, and you listening to it because it caters to them, because you listen to all their stories and shit. So she said she wants to call in. My next one, when I use StreamYard, I'll put the link up so y'all can call in. I'm gonna do that next live. But yeah, remember this. Become the best you. We still got time to grow, because you gotta remember, women's prime time is different than our prime time. We gotta become prime time. We gotta work ourselves up to become, to grow into shit, to become. You ain't gonna have no paper when you're 20. You probably won't have no paper when you're 30. So we gotta become valuable. We gotta become resourceful. You have to get taller, more valuable. You understand? So their window, they don't want us when they 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's amazing. They don't want, when they got the peak value where we want, they don't want us. Unless you stop simping. Unless you become more valuable. Unless we become the dudes, or at least similar to the dudes who get the results. So again, don't listen to words as much. Look at results. That's why they make these movies. Don't listen to me. Go watch a fucking movie where all the bad dudes get all the buns. You feel me? I love each and every one of you. Make sure you like the video. Any of y'all that got some friends out there that's simping, or if you be out there, low-key simping from time to time, it happens to the best of us. All you can do is remind yourself of what gets the results. Stay down. Stay focused on how to better yourself, because girls come as a benefit of success. If you have success in your life, you will get girls. It don't matter what you're looking like, for real. Seal, you know Seal? He has a cut across his face. He was married to Heidi Klum, Victoria's Secret supermodel. Think about it. Don't listen to me. You feel what I'm saying? I love each and every one of you. Make sure you like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share the podcast with whoever. All your friends will be out there simping. Cut it out. Let's do 30 days, no simping. See how your life change. See how them DMs might start changing. Add value to yourself. The more value you add to yourself, the more options you will have. You do what I'm saying? So if y'all like this video, man, make sure you like it, share it. Even if you don't agree, it's at least dope. We get to have some conversation. Let me know in the comments what you disagree with. If you fuck with it in the comments, let me know what you agree with. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, please, because I love each and every one of you. We almost had 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm telling you, we're going to make $1 million in the next 18 months. Mark my words. You see them just in this room? We're going to make everything around us change in this next year. I love each and every one of y'all. Tell your auntie I said what's up. Until next time, stay lit, stay awesome, stay healthy. You did.